Your heart is your home. It's that metaphorical home that mantra was chanting about. Angel divine, angel of mine, keep this home safe. Keep this home warm all through the night. Interestingly, as we encounter this world, yes, this outside world, this world is prone to change. Yes? Would you agree? What is it the saying is? The only thing...
Constant is change.
Say again?
The only thing constant is change.
The only thing that is constant is change. Yes? That's how the physical material world works. But your heart is just an extremely innocent being. It just wants everything to be kind and warm and mushy, but it's also full of courage because it is constant movement. But if your ego, when it experiences this world, feels change happening. So how many of you ever lost somebody you loved? How many of you ever had to move a job or from a place that you really loved? Not even the 11-year-old, yes? So that is constant. We can't quite help it, yes? The outer world is meant to move and change based on our karma, yes? The soul is the driving factor behind all those events. Are you with me? The soul is the broadcaster of events. It knows why you are here. It knows what you need to experience while you're here. That's its only agenda. The soul is not concerned with pain or heartbreak or disapproval or betrayal. It is not concerned with any of that. Nothing touches the soul. Soul knows the agenda. It comes into the body and it transmits through the heart center, which is air element, which is all about movement. Yes? It says, keep moving as you go and encounter what you came here to experience. Are you getting the big picture? Yes? And now you step into the world, you encounter what you encounter. A lot of those things are challenging. A lot of those things hurt your heart. There's a really cute YouTube video. I'll bring it up one of these days. There's an argument going on between 3 preschoolers, a little boy and 2 little girls. And the boy says, "My mom says it's going to be raining cats and dogs all day." And the little girl goes, and looks like those little 2 girls are sisters. So one of them goes, "My mom says it's only drizzling." Boy gets a little adamant. "No, the whole authority is my mom on this, You know how little children are? Their entire authority about everything is the parent. If my mother said that, or if my father said that, that is it. So they're having an argument. So this is an actual YouTube video, somebody recorded it. So finally the argument escalates. "No, my mom says," and then you can see it in their faces, like the bodies get into it. And finally the girl goes with a finger and pokes him in the heart. And he goes, you have to see his expressions, the most adorable. "You broke my heart." And it is like you have no choice, but your heart just melts when you see that boy, because he actually truly believes in that moment that she just broke his heart. "You broke my heart." And he's like holding it as if it's hurting so much. And I saw that video and I'm like, oh, there it goes. That's the beginning. That's the beginning of something in our heart crystallizing and saying, something's off. Something's off. I need to secure myself. So nothing reaches the soul. This pain doesn't reach the soul. Are you aware of those events where you froze your heart to a solid so that experience that you were experiencing doesn't reach your soul? Do you remember those events? How many do you remember on your fingertips? You've never really thought about it, have you? You just go on one thing, we all do, we just keep going on, don't we? The ironic thing is that the soul wants to experience all of that which you're trying to stop at your heart. We think we cannot let our soul experience anything painful, yes?
Or we want to avoid it.
That's the whole point. The egoic self, the ego, the false self, says, oh no, the soul is so pristine, I cannot let the soul deal with this. I let the mind deal with this. Yes? So you're all protecting your soul by freezing the heart so nothing goes through it? Let's talk about it. Indifference is a state of frozenness. If you have ever become indifferent to somebody, hate is good, hate is awesome. Hate is the opposite polarity of love. It is still love. You can only hate somebody if you love them. Indifference is coldness. Indifference is when a piece of your heart is getting frozen. Have you become indifferent to some situation of your life that you don't even want to feel it? Hate is felt, isn't it? Love is felt. Indifference is frozenness. Something in your heart, you're freezing it so your soul doesn't have to experience it. But your soul wants to experience it. That's the whole point. When you freeze your heart, the air element in your body becomes more and more stagnant. It's like the weather today. There is no wind. It's stagnant. Yes? What happens when the atmosphere is stagnant? There is no air, and heat continues to build up. Is that pleasant to live in? That's how most of us are living. You can have air conditioners on the outside, but man or money, it's a furnace on the inside with a frozen heart. That is not a fun place to live in. Your soul needs, wants to experience every experience. It doesn't decipher between good or bad. It can't. It doesn't have a mind. Your soul doesn't have a mind. Your soul doesn't have emotions. Soul is God. It doesn't have emotions. It just knows the past, present, future. It says, go experience this for me. You store everything here. You store it all at the heart, and you stop the air element from moving, and your life feels stagnant. Doesn't it feel stagnant when that happens? That's all that's happening. So today, we're going to circulate this. I had a wonderful I love sharing my personal experiences in my own sadhana. My son is off to college, so we're taking him on Monday to New York, yeah, to get him settled. And yesterday, all day, we were clearing out his room. So you know what happens when that happens. Stuff from when he was a baby, right? Little rattlers that he had saved, or his little Spider-Man things that he used to play in the bathtub with. Like everything is coming up, everything is showing up. And literally his entire life we went through yesterday. And after we were done and he left, my heart was just still. And I couldn't understand why is it so still. So my mind started to give me many different reasonings. It said, I think you're good with him moving. I think you're good. You're fine. That's why you're not feeling anything. And then another part of me said, well, maybe you should feel something. This is really odd. You just went through his entire existence and what's happening? And so nothing. And so here we are this morning. I did my meditation, my sadhana, this mantra that we're going to do today. And boom, the air elements start to move and it started to process. And a lot of gratitude came up. So much gratitude that as I'm chanting, I am sobbing hysterically. All at the same time, it was so beautiful. And in that movement, I remembered something that I had forgotten, that I had frozen in one of my painful times. When I had him, it was a very difficult time of my life. It was challenging. And I was only praying for an angel. I was saying, please, God, please, send me an angel. Usually when times get tough, if we don't turn it into a prayer, it freezes faster. Have you noticed that? So best thing you can do is turn it into a prayer. So I prayed and prayed and prayed. I'm like, I don't know what. I just need help. I need help. And next thing I know, I'm pregnant. And I'm like, oh, great. That's not what I was asking. So at that point, it felt like responsibility. It was like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? But as I finished that phase of my life, those 18 plus years, it was immense gratitude because this angel came and fixed my life. Just fixed it. And now he's off. So I had to move that energy and say, thank you for sending him to me, and now I'm giving him back to you. Right? Now it's a full circle. And the heart that I didn't even know was frozen in that time and space of when I had sent that request suddenly popped open and everything shifted. Vaheguru. And so that's what I would desire for you, that you can unfreeze and unlock some of those portions of your life that you don't even know are stuck.
For more inspirational offerings, visit us at sevenchakrayoga.com.